Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, Reborn. We just found out that people are being abducted. Let's see what Ishmbard has to tell. Ishmbard has to tell us and where they're at. Ishmbard of Camp Drybone is seeking help to solve a mystery of missing persons. Let us get right to it then. Menphilia names the Maja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amaja hands. The flames burn where they might. But their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama, Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent. But I know not if the Maja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Maja seek in this area. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Maja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarries unaware. So there were Amagium remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there's more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amaja raiding party would not account for people going missing these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Ishbar aims to turn his investigation to the common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Okay, let's go talk to Ingast. Oh, it's this dude. Belch. Well, gods be damned. You're the bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, Bletch, missing people, please help. Yours, Ishbard. Folks around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go talk to them yourselves if you don't believe me. Alright, let's go talk to some common folk. Hungry beggar. Okay. Please, miss, just leave me be. Okay. I've nothing to say, but this. They'll take who or whatever's been feeding off of us low folk. What do you mean? What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Well, that was odd. They're all afraid of Ungast, I believe. Eat my Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you don't know what I'm saying. Welcome back, Lulu. Have you learned about of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Esmarg would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse. A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be born to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the lich yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Marcus, what's up, my dude? I am Marcus. Yes, a body, of course. A body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest. May they all walk in Saul's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help. But my sister, Arsin, can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Arsin within the church walls. That guy seems to be hiding something. He can barely talk, and that's coming from a guy that can barely read. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Ishbard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants. It is true, I'm closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behaviors ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe took offense at uh, his conduct. I must have words with Marcus and soon. Okay, that didn't really tell us anything, did it? Just told us that Marcus is a weirdo, which we already kind of assumed. So let's see what Ishbard has to say. Thank you, Lulu. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Lulu? Pleasure, my dear Ishmard. The name is Sancred. I share a passion with you. I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Uh, Frustration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than see and then she who takes confession, the good sister Arsen herself. Arsen or Arsene, she wouldn't, she couldn't. Even the most beautiful rose have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus, I swear that to the 12, I've seen that face elsewhere before. Ishmar is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Arasen's integrity. Sister Arsen, it cannot be, though she is wont to travel to the she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it be? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Lulu, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Arson's activities. Ah, yes, let's go extort some children now. Wait a minute. Please help Sister Arson. Went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here and about Thul and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside heard her? Please find her. She's gonna be talking to the Maja or whatever. Oh no, she's been attacked by some mages. Some rotting. Oh no, these are Skellymans or Zombos. Rotting pikemen. Arson, you okay? You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes. Well, I was able to find this lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. So it seems that Aurison is not who we think she is. She seems to be just right and good. Just probably a bit odd. But Marcus. I think it's Marcus. Sister Aurison was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. That's true, Ishbard. Thancred is just a big meanie and trying to pick on the girl that denied him. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Hit the red subscribe button if you like the videos coming out. I send out at least one a day. And leave a comment down below if there's any games you'd like me to play or any lore comments you would like to put down or questions. Thank you guys and have a nice day. Goodbye.